Hi, my name is Anand. I'm from the High Commission in Canada here in Singapore. Welcome to Francophone-EAT. Today is Canada's episode. I'll be doing two dishes for you guys, one of which will consist of our Quebec quinoa. The other one will be the Emerald Scallops. So let's begin with the first recipe, which is the Moroccan spice Quebec quinoa salad with chickpeas. So to begin, let's first look at the ingredients that we have. It's not really many ingredients, so it's just less than 10 ingredients. We're going to start with tricolor Quebec quinoa, and then we've got some chickpeas, we've got some smoked almonds, we've got a bell pepper, we've got a white onion, we've got some coconut oil. And in terms of spices, we have cumin seeds, we have ground turmeric, ground coriander, ground cumin, we have mint leaves for flavoring, and we also have Italian flat leaf parsley. Alright, so first and foremost, we'll take one onion. This is just a regular white onion, right? So we're going to dice it up. So if you guys want to use purple onions, that's fine also. But yeah, white has got a bit more sweetness to it. If it's hard to dice, just put it in a chopper or blender. It's easier. So the end parts are tricky. I'm going to keep it for stock. Alright, that's that. And then we'll take the bell pepper now. So it's just a green, red bell pepper. The reason why red, it's sweeter and it also gives out a bit of color, because if you see the ingredients, there's not really much red at all. So yeah, so cut all sides of it. Okay, obviously we don't want the seeds. All right, try to remove the white part. The white part tends to get a bit bitter. What we're going to do with this, we're just going to dice it up. So again, make sure you have a good sharp knife, so it's easier to cut. Okay, let's cut into little slices first. Turn it, and then start dicing it up. Right, you don't have to go too fast. Just take your time and do it. And so, a little fun fact about quinoa. Quinoa is known to be a superfood. It's a great substitute for rice, for pastas, things like couscous and stuff. You can always substitute that with quinoa. Cooking time for quinoa would be 15-20 minutes. If you notice, the one we have is actually a 3-color quinoa. The white one or the golden one cooks much faster. The darker ones takes a longer time. They're more tarty. So, yeah. Alright, so we've got everything chopped now. I'm going to move the ingredients and we're going to start cooking over there. So to that pan, we're going to add some extra virgin coconut oil. You could use coconut oil, gives it a bit more taste. Obviously, it's coconut. Coconut is very tasty. And then if you don't really want that, we can obviously use any other kind of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. That is. So coconut oil heats up fast, so we've got to be a bit quick here. So first, we're going to start adding the cumin seeds. So it fries up a bit. Alright, and then to that add the chopped onions. Alright. Stir it around, move it around a bit. So make sure it gets nice and translucent. Halfway through, you're going to add the bell peppers there. We're going to try not to cook this for too long. You want a bit of crunch to it still. So we're going to start adding the red bell pepper. Okay. So make sure you get a pan which is about the nice, correct size. You don't want something that's too big. If it's too big, you end up putting a lot of oil in order to cook everywhere. You just need a small area of circumference for everything to be tossed around. If you notice, the bell peppers are changing color from that bright red. It's becoming like a really, really dark orange now. So that's when you know it's time to add all the other ingredients in. So this is uncooked quinoa. Ideally you can boil it and cook it also, but this is one way, that's with raw quinoa. Quinoa takes about 15 minutes to cook. So at this point, reduce the fire a bit. And then now we're going to add all the other aromatics inside. We're going to add ground turmeric, ground coriander, ground cumin. So if you notice, it's all nicely coated now. So we need to add some stock or some kind of liquid. I'm just using water here. This is going to boil slowly, and then it's going to reduce, and then at some point you'll be seeing seeing really little liquid. That's when you know that it's almost done. Alright, so I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Don't add too much. If it's going to be if it's too salty, you can't really change it, so just add whatever that's necessary. If you find that you need to add more, you can add it more later. So we'll just put this at a slow simmer for the next 5 minutes. We'll start chopping up the almonds and the aromatics, the mint leaf and the Italian parsley. While that's boiling for the next 5 minutes, we're going to start chopping things up here. So these are stuff that's going to be added inside to complete the salad. Alright, so again, I'll just go through again. We've got some boiled chickpeas. This has been soaked overnight and then boiled for about 15-20 minutes and then strained. So boiled chickpeas, we've got some smoked almonds, we've got mint leaf, and we've got flat leaf parsley. So let's start chopping everything up. Alright, so we can actually mix it and chop, that's fine, no problem, because what we're going to do, we're going to mix it up later. So fold it into a little bundle and then go chop, chop, chop. If you can't get Italian parsley, I hope you guys can get it though, because it's got a bit more flavor compared to the curly parsley, the English parsley. So try to get it. Mint leaf, just use the regular mint leaf, not you know, not spearmint or anything like that. Just make sure it's just regular mint leaf. Alright, leave that there. So almonds, just basically just randomly slice it up lengthwise. So I'm just going to head to the stove now and just have a quick look and a quick stir. So if you notice now, the water level has reduced a bit. Like, okay, this one is good. You see the white ones? You can really see, but the white ones are pretty much cooked, but the dark ones are not cooked yet. That's fine. So we're going to turn up the heat a bit. Let it kind of boil, and then I think in the next couple of minutes, I think it should be cooked very soon. Alright, okay, well I'm going to continue chopping up the nuts, so let's go there. So we're pretty much done here, so we're going to just wait for a few more minutes. So it needs a bit of seasoning, so just a bit of salt. We don't need much pepper already, so. Alright, so that's pretty much almost done there. Okay, I'm going to switch off the fire. To this, we're going to add all the other ingredients. So I'm going to bring this over there and show you how we complete the dish. So follow me. Alright, so if you notice, it's all nicely cooked. It's all dry. From the amount of liquid that I put in, there's literally nothing left. It's just a bit of moisture. So basically what has happened is that throughout this process, all the spices that were added in got mixed. Water was added, mixed evenly, and it got absorbed completely, and every single grain of the quinoa has got all those spice. Alright, okay, good. So now we're going to start adding all the other ingredients inside. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to add the chickpeas. So throw it in. It's there. Chickpeas is done, and then we're going to add the parsley, and we're going to add the mint leaf. So there you go, let's go there. And then last but not least, we're going to add the smoked almonds. Okay. So the smoked almonds kind of gives a bit, elevates the taste a bit and the smell. So that's pretty much what we have here. So while I clear this up, I'm going to get a plate it up really nicely. The presentation is really important also. Just take a nice plate that you have. White is always nice. So again, to this you can add some really nice piece of chicken breast on top, some sliced lamb or something like that. I'm just gonna garnish it up a bit. As much as the food tastes nice, I think it's also very important to have for the food to look nice too. So it's just gonna add a bit of sliced radishes there. Right. We've got a bit of frisee. up. This is, so there you go, this is the first dish that I've cooked. It's Canadian Quebec Quinoa with, Moroccan style Quebec Quinoa with chickpeas. Yeah, so it's a very nice substitute for any kind of starch. Super simple, takes about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to cook. Do go home and try. Everything is available in the stores. You can make this and keep it in the fridge for 2-3 days. Have it the next few days. Have it for lunch, for salad. Again, if you want a bit more protein, just grill a chicken breast and throw it on top. Simple. So that concludes this dish. I'll be starting to cook the emerald scallops soon, so do join me. Today I'll be cooking Canadian emerald scallops with butter, lemon, charred asparagus, and some broccoli. So I'll run you through the ingredients first, and then we'll head over to the pan to start cooking. So first and foremost, as I said again, we've got beautiful Canadian emerald scallops. We have brocollini. Brocollini is like a hybrid of broccoli, basically. It's with a stem. Okay. If you can't get brocollini, that's fine. Just broccoli is fine. We've got some nice fat asparagus here. We've got some Italian parsley, a couple of cloves of garlic, some salted butter, and lemon. So let me start chopping a few things up, and then I'm heating my pan there, and then we'll head there, and everything else is going to happen there. We're going to slice up the garlic. Thick slices though. Yeah, so I've got about 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, that's it. So that's your garlic there. So right here we have some Italian parsley here. So I'm just going to chop it, not really finely, but just sort of rough. Italian parsley has got much more flavor than the other ones. So try to get your hands on Italian parsley. Okay. So if you notice, there's not too many components to this dish. It's just a few flavors, but it's going to be full pack flavors. And we don't want to add too much ingredients to this dish because the scallops have a lot of flavor by itself. So you don't want to complicate the whole thing. Here we're just going to cut the lemon up. We just need the lemon juice here. Make sure there's no seeds. Alright, that's it. While the pan is heating, we're going to start cooking there. So do follow me there. So in a dry pan, make sure it's clean, dry pan, no oil, no butter, nothing. Let's add the vegetables inside. And these are raw vegetables. These have not been cooked or blanched or anything. We want a bit of a char in them. So if you can see, it's getting a bit of a char here. Alright, let's flip it over. I mean, it's a bit impossible to get a char. Every side of asparagus is round. You see this? Yeah, that's what we want. A bit of a smoky flavor to it. Okay, put it in. Alright, scallops literally take a few seconds. So scallops going in now. Alright, you can see it sizzling away. So if you see, there's a sear coming up now, and all the vegetables are nicely cooked here. We'll move it up, just give it a few more seconds. And then to this, we're going to add the sliced garlic now. Alright. Sliced garlic goes in, gets the aroma a bit. At this point, we're going to reduce the heat a bit now, because this is cast iron, so the heat is going to keep going on, okay? Alright, and then now we're going to add the lime juice. We're going to mix everything together, okay, at this point. Lime juice goes in. The butter goes in. Parsley goes in. Alright, so mix everything up. Alright, at this point switch off the heat. You don't need the heat anymore. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of seasoning because the butter is already salted. Alright, salt, a bit of pepper. That's it, we're pretty much done. Alright, that's there you go, your one pot wonder. So we're going to plate this up now. So if you want to follow me to the other side, we get a nice fancy plate this up. Let's go. So now we're going to start plating our complete dish. You can add a bit of the garlic too. At this point, I'm going to start adding the asparagus and all the other vegetables together. So if you can get your hands on nice white asparagus, that would be great. Alright, that's pretty much that's it. So given that the scallop is actually the star of this whole thing, I'm going to put one guy on top here. Alright, so this is pretty much how the complete dish looks like, and let's beautify it a bit. So this is me putting a bit more garnish on this dish to kind of beautify it. I think it should be appealing to the eye. Just a bit of frisee here around. Alright, there you go. This is a very simple dish. It takes about 15 minutes to cook. So this is Canadian Emerald Scallops with butter, lemon, charred asparagus and broccoli. It's going to be a winner at home. It could be served as an appetizer, as a main or something. So do give it a go. Try it at home, and I'm sure that everyone's going to be quite pleased with the really tasty scallops that we have. Enjoy. Till then, take care, have fun.